Hi guys, I thought today I'd do something a little bit different. I'd like to talk about my path to where I currently am in my belief system. I grew up in a sort of a Methodist type household. My father was Methodist, my mother used to be Christian Scientist. When they had me around, they had to make a decision and they chose Methodist. It was never really that religious. We went to church if there was nothing else happening, and at about age, I'd say about 10, 11, my mom decided to give us a share of what Christian Science was about, and we did that for about a year or so, again only going to church if nothing else was happening. And that was pretty much my growing up religion. It was never really forced on me, but sometimes we went to church. One of the other things we did, I'll just change that there. One of the other things we did a lot of was in youth. We had a lot of youth camps. During school holidays, I'd be sent off on a youth camp, somewhere, farm, a bush place or something like that. And these youth camps were run by religious groups. If I remember correctly, they weren't really affiliated to any particular religion. They were just religious. And of course, everyone finds God on these things, and so do I. So did I. That was pretty much it. A little bit here, a little bit there, nothing else much. So it was a holiday religion, or something to do when I had nothing better to do. Then I left school and I joined the South African Police Force. And there you see horrors and terrors and death and pain and blood and yuck. And it affects you. And you look for some stability in that world. And a lot of policemen in South Africa are of the Afrikaans, I'd like to say Afrikaans nation, but that's wrong, but they are strong in morals, if it's a bit way of putting it maybe. Anyway, whatever you want to put it, they were very religious. And we all heard of the myth about the Bible in the pocket. So every policeman carried a Bible in their pocket, and every day before going on duty, we read out the Bible and had a little bit of a prayer. Whilst I was in the police, I was quite religious. I went to church every so often. Unfortunately again, I was on duty half the Sundays. But, that was what it was. When I left the police, that is where my trip away from religion started. I left the police for a couple of years. I didn't go to church. I looked around. I found the internet. On the internet, I somehow found a group of pagans, very nice people. And they were accepting of me. They weren't judgmental. They were just a nice group of people. And I started hanging out with them. And through that, I learned a bit of paganism, Wicca. I did a bit of Wicca stuff. And besides Wicca, I also tried a lot of the other religions, just to see how do I get here? Sure, that was a bit of a fast move. Anyway, back to my religions. I tried paganism, and the people I'd met were Wiccans, so I'd started off with a bit of Wicca. Didn't quite settle with me, it's a bit too female. I tried Druidism, a lot of tree hugging, so I tried a few different things, and eventually I came to chaos magic. Now chaos magic is very interesting. The basic concept of chaos magic is that you believe in nothing and everything. Whenever you do a ritual, today you're going to do a ritual as per Wiccans, and you're going to believe as a Wiccan, and you're going to act as a Wiccan, and you're going to be a Wiccan. Tomorrow you do it as a Druid, and you're going to believe as a Druid, and you're going to do the routine as a Druid, and everything as a Druid. Next time you're going to do it as Donald Duck, celebrating Bugs Bunny as your god. A very experimental, non-fluid religion. The other part that came with chaos magic, which was you had to, because you always had to switch and change your belief, you had to take responsibility yourself. You had nobody else to blame. You didn't have this belief, you didn't have that belief. It was all on you. And of course, that was a very easy step from there to skepticism and atheism. Now, I'm not an atheist. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. I prefer to call myself a non-theist, which is an atheist, I know, but I'm not linked to any atheist group. I don't go to any atheist meetings. I don't follow half their beliefs. I'm not a humanitarian. I'm just a non-theist. And sometimes my friends who are pagan still ask me to be their high priest and officiate at their weddings and hand fastings. It's interesting. Well, that was me. I went through quite a few different beliefs, changing a lot faster and a lot quicker until I got to a point where I realized none of them worked. And that is where I started being a skeptic. Maybe I started a little bit earlier. I think my next video, I'll look a little bit closer to the skeptic part of this change in myself, my move and all that. So until next time, go well.